as a kid, I kind of gave off the illusion that I was really confident, but I think over time, I've kind of built that internally through the hard work and through the injuries and kind of the resiliency of bouncing back and knowing that like, I'm gonna do everything I can to get there. Did I think it would happen like this? Probably not. It's funny because I was part of the Olympic squad, but I think in the back of my mind knew that I probably wasn't quite ready or like wasn't in that top 12. But I was just really happy to be involved, trying to put my best foot forward and improve and soak up as much as I could in that environment. And I think I kind of just had a few really good games, and it kind of all happened really quickly. Super emotional, I guess, 24 hours when it was all happening, and to kind of get that call saying that I was going to go to the Olympics or represent my country, which is like my first dream from when I picked up a basketball, was, it was unreal. It was, it's a bit of a weird one because obviously when I got the call it was like super exciting, but obviously heartbreaking the way that happened for someone else. Well, I was sitting in a hotel room in Lille waiting to like kind of hear back because they'd kind of given me the heads up like, oh, we need extra training numbers still. So like I was with them, not with the team, but I was in Lille in a separate hotel, and my dad started calling me up like because he saw on social media and I hadn't had a chance to call them yet. So my dad was calling me and my phone was kind of blowing up, and it was, I didn't really do much. I was kind of just sitting there like, what just happened? It was a bit, a bit of a surreal moment. I remember looking up at the clock, there was like, I think 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was like, we had kind of been in control most of the game. We had I don't even know what the lead was at this point, but I was on the bench with a few of the other girls and we kind of just looked at each other and like, hang on, are we actually gonna win a bronze medal here? Like, that's like crazy. And it's something we had like spoken about the whole time, but obviously after the first game losing to Nigeria, I think we're all like a bit of a shock to the system, like hang on, like crap. But yeah, being kind of on the sideline and hearing that final buzzer going off, knowing that like not only am I an Olympian but a bronze medal Olympian, and I don't really know how to put it into words, and it still I don't think has really sunk in because it was all happened so quickly. But it's something that probably after my career I'll sit down and reflect on and really think about and be like, wow. It's kind of hard to put into words, I guess. I've only been around it more recently when there's kind of been this whole cultural shift and rebuild that like Tasmanian has been a huge part of, and I've loved my time being part of the Opals. It truly is like, I guess, a family and sisterhood environment, and you feel like when you're coming into that environment, it's so competitive, but at the end of the day, like, we're all such good friends and we're all there for the right reasons. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, is play for the Opals, and that was kind of the first dream. Picking up a basketball is like, oh, I want to represent my country, I want to play for Australia. So just being in that environment with other girls that have had the same dream since they were however old is really special. I think again it goes back to kind of like the hours you put in when no one's watching, and the work that is behind me. I think it's all about having belief and confidence in that, and that you're there for a reason, and not overthinking things. I think just playing off natural instinct, and whatever happens kind of happens, but knowing that I've put in the amount of work and I feel prepped and ready for that moment is the biggest thing. It's funny because I remember coming to the games, it was the West Coast Waves at the time, but when I was growing up, I came to the games here at Bendat with a few of my teammates, and we were the little girls like waiting outside the tunnel, waiting for photos and autographs and stuff like that, and to kind of be on the other side of that now is, it's a real full circle moment, and being able to play in front of my friends and family and for my home state is, it's a real feeling, and something that, I wasn't sure if I was going to accomplish, but coming out of college and coming home and playing has, been great. I want to stay in sport as much as I can, I think, whether that's, sports management, working for a club or something like that. I love sport and my heart's with sport, so I would want to stay in that area, yeah. Probably what scares me the most is that my identity has kind of been tied to basketball for so long, and I obviously want to play for as long as I can, but I feel like for the most part, I've always been so involved with sport that it kind of has become who I am to a certain extent. So I guess what scares me the most is being done playing basketball and not having set anything up outside of that or started working towards anything outside of basketball, and just not kind of knowing who I am outside of basketball, I guess. It's funny because it scares and excites me at the same time, because I have been so tied to basketball for so long. There's so many other opportunities out there, and maybe I find something that I love just as much as basketball kind of thing, and find a purpose outside of basketball, and make a difference in some other aspects, which is super exciting.